Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW21, or its employees.
You're watching Carolina and Company Live. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your hosts, Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
Hey everybody, welcome to Carolina and Company Live. Hope you're having a fantastic day. I know we are, because guess what?
What?
We match. Kind of. We blend. Do we blend
match.
okay today?
Okay. All right, we match. She tells me that when we match, okay.
They know.
We got a great show lined up today, some fun stuff. We got a packed show, 5 people on the show today. That means we're going to move right along and keep things rolling. Going to let you know about a lot of things happening in the area.
That's right, lots of stuff coming up. But first, let's check out our weather.
All right, good Wednesday, everybody. We have been watching for this wedge of cold air to finally move out to the northeast. It finally is. We're into the 50s. This will continue to lend credibility to that warming trend as we progress throughout the rest of the day. A little closer look to the temperatures at home. Like I said, the low to mid 50s region-wide. 51 degrees is our water temperature. We'll top out with highs in the mid to even upper 60s in some locations today, under the mostly cloudy skies. Now that means we will see some peaks of sun throughout the day, more sun than we saw yesterday with the overcast conditions nonstop. If you have any Valentine's activities, it's looking all right. Some breaks of the sun turning to mild temperatures, and then no rain, just the clouds throughout the rest of the evening. Let's go ahead and show you this high pressure system, because that high will continue to build in through Friday, and we could even see some 80-degree temperature readings inland on our Friday. But a quick drop into temperatures down nearly 30 degrees as we progress from Friday into Saturday, as a trough of low pressure comes in and brings in that north flow once again, cooling us off into the 50s on our Saturday. So a 30-degree drop from the 80s to the 50s. Sunday we're back in the 60s, and then that ridge rebuilds into our region heading into next week, leading to warming temperatures. Now, how warm could we actually be on Friday? Well, 71 degrees is what I'm forecasting for North Myrtle, the record of 77. Florence, 82 right now, your record of 85. In Lumberton, I've got you coming in at 79 right now, the record 78, set back in 2001. Beyond that, let's go ahead and time out that cold front that I told you about. There's that warmer weather nonstop until that cold front begins to really come into the region on our Saturday. I think the rain only being held to the morning hours before we progress into the rest of the day. So temperatures warming through the weekend up until the weekend. That's where they will cool off, and then we're back into the 60s and 70s starting next week, and we could even see some 80-degree readings by the end of next week.
All right, welcome back to Carolina and Company. Let's talk about a few things before we get today started. Surfwater Promotions right over there off of Holmestown Road. They do all our promotional items, or as we call them, Cecil. What's it called?
Swag.
Swag, that's right. Hats, cups, pins, t-shirts, anything you need. Also logo design. You can go sit down with their designers, come up with a logo or a little refresh for your business. They do a fantastic job over there. Go check out Ryan and the guys upstairs, Surfwater Promotions, and they'll take great care of you, right?
That's right. They make all that stuff look good. You can promote your company, do whatever you want on anything you're talking about. Pins, it doesn't make any difference. They'll wrap your entire car.
Wrap the whole car.
Your car. They're going to wrap your car first thing tomorrow. I'm having them do it.
I don't know about that. All right, we have a fantastic show getting ready to start, and we will see you guys in just a few minutes.
There you go.
Come here, buddy.
And welcome back. All right, we're talking about CMC right now, hospital and volunteers. That plays a big part in any hospital, I promise you.
That's right. CMC Foundation, they rely very heavily on volunteers, as do a lot of organizations. And we're talking about recognizing some of these volunteers, some of them up to 30 years of service with you guys.
As a not-for-profit hospital working, we keep our costs down by using volunteer services. We have over 200 volunteers who volunteer at the hospital here. Whole number of different ways they help out. But that's quite a little army, isn't it?
It sure is. I mean, 200 volunteers.
Wow. And you're always looking for more.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've got a lot of positions to fill right now. But right now we're recognizing those who have longevity in their service, right?
Yeah.
And you can imagine putting in 10, 20, 30 years in your career in a job, right?
Yeah.
Imagine doing it as a volunteer.
Wow. It's pretty impressive.
Wow.
It really is. And you have one of them with you right now. Let's talk about Mike for a minute.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike. What's going on?
Thank
Mike,
you.
tell us about volunteering and what it does for you as a person.
Well, after I moved down here, I'm retired, obviously. I wanted to know what I could do to keep myself busy, and what popped up was volunteering at CMC. CMC is my hospital, as well as I've gotten to meet a lot of great people, both hospital employees as well as volunteers, and it keeps me active, and we've created a lot of new friendships since we've been here.
Now, where'd you move from?
Lived in New Jersey for 46 years, but I'm not originally a New Jerseyan.
Okay.
All right, now how long have you been volunteering now?
2 years.
All
2
right.
years at the hospital.
I'm a newbie.
Now, what all do you do?
Okay,
Mike?
though.
Yeah, what all do you do when you volunteer?
I've had several different positions here. One, I work with the hazmat decon team in case we have any kind of a spill at the hospital. We get called out to help assist in the cleanup of that.
It's pretty interesting.
I've also worked in sterile supply, where we package all the items that are required for surgery.
Wow.
And they get sterilized and everything prior to going into surgery. And I have a new position I'm going to be working on. I'll be working in a warehouse, taking packages and freight coming in materials for the hospital, as well as I'm working with the CMC Foundation with the Golf Classic that's coming up in May.
Wow.
Well,
he stays busy, I'm telling you. And that's just one of your volunteers. Now, what are some of the positions? I think we have a list that we can put up on the screen. Some of the positions that are still needed for you guys.
Yeah. For guys like Mike or anyone, we have volunteers, male and female, all ages, really. And there's a lot of opportunities. One of the more popular ones is transporter. So we need volunteers to push wheelchairs to go up and get patients who, at the time of their being dismissed from the hospital, to get them safely down to their vehicles.
Down to the cars.
And you know, the hospital has quite a bit of hallways, right? It's great exercise for somebody who wants to, and it's indoors, right? So it's terrific.
Well, I think what's so cool about it, when you retire, you know, you don't want to sit at home. You know, you want to do something. And volunteering for the hospital is a great thing. Mike, you get a lot out of that, don't you?
I certainly do. And the best thing about it, keeps me very active.
Good.
Well, that is good. That's great. All right.
Yeah.
I tell you. And now, if people want to volunteer, how do they get in touch with, or what do they do, Terry?
Yeah, they just need to go ConwayMedicalCenter.com, and there's a volunteer services page there. They can apply right online. Cecil, believe that?
Interesting.
That is wow.
Fantastic.
200 volunteers right now.
Yeah, we screen our volunteers very well.
That's what I'm saying. There's full training, all that kind of stuff involved with it. So if somebody doesn't have a specific skill, they can just call, and you guys can figure out what the best fit for them would be, right?
That's right. We fit the person for the role. And for some people that can't walk that much, we have reception jobs in all the different departments, like at the OR.
Something for every volunteer.
You bet.
Thanks, Terry.
Fantastic.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you. Thank you for your
both.
service.
All right,
Appreciate
we got
it.
more coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Shante.
Shante.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, when you think of business and businesses that are run, most of you think about men. But guess what? We're talking about women in business. Definitely something that you're seeing a bigger trend of right now and something that's really important to talk about. The Women in Business Expo is coming up.
That's right. I do not think about men all the time running business. Women really know how to run a business. That's the truth.
You are learning, buddy. You're learning.
We're going to talk about Women in Business Expo. We got Shante and Wendy with us. All right, Shante, let's talk a little bit about this.
Yes, the expo is February 24th at Kingston Plantation Embassy. We have over 100 vendors. All are women-owned businesses. So come out for a day of shopping, entertainment with the Chocolate Chip Band and Alex A from Energy 92.1. So, it's just going to be a day of fun. And, tickets are on sale at Eventbrite. We strongly recommend that they go online to purchase a ticket.
Get tickets for sure about that.
Where can I get tickets at now?
Eventbrite.
Eventbrite.
Okay.
Online. You can go to the Women in Business Facebook page.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
And you can find the link right there.
Okay, so on Facebook, just type in Women in Business and it should come up.
Yes.
All right, now, who can come to this?
Anyone can come to it, and that's what we want to let people know, because they hear about women in business and they think, oh, that's an expo for just women. The services and products that are going to be showcased there are great for families and for men as well. So it's, a family fun day as well, or
just happen to be owned by
the
women.
businesses themselves are owned and managed by women.
How many did you say?
100.
Just over 100.
That's fantastic.
And we do have a kids corner, so the kids are welcome to come. Face painting will be there, and lots of giveways from our vendors.
That's always smart.
Well,
now,
maybe men could learn something if they come.
Exactly.
Look at all this, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, what areas are these from? Like, what areas are the businesses from?
They're all over the Horry County area.
Okay.
Like all over.
All over Horry County.
From Georgetown to
up into Brunswick County.
Right.
Some businesses coming down from Brunswick.
All over.
Right, now, somebody wanted to come. Is there a cost on this, or what's the cost?
It's $10 right now for an advance ticket through Eventbrite.com, and it's $12 at the door the day of the event at Kingston.
So you can get it at the day, but
you can.
But it's nice
discount.
and before it's nice you guys can plan a little bit about what all you're going to need. What time does this get away?
Starts at 12 and ends at 6.
All right.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now, is there going to be just for people to come around and look at all the stuff that women do, or is it going to be a program also?
No, it's just vending,
purely
shopping,
and entertainment.
And entertainment. Lots of
the
entertainment.
band there and all of that. We'll have giveaways throughout the day.
Tell me some of the different businesses.
Well,
we have not specific names or
just
whatever,
all
just
that.
jewelry, like what kind of stuff?
Massage therapy, health and wellness, essential oils, jewelry, all kinds of different things that are going to be going on.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well,
and
good.
maybe some places you'll be able to purchase some unique gifts as well,
Yes,
right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I mean, coming to see Alex A. from Energy and the Chocolate Chip Band, you can't beat that for $10. That's going to be a fun Saturday.
Shopping, and let's not forget the electric slide.
The electric
We're
slide.
gonna do it,
That's
for
sure. We are. Now, did you come up with the Women in Business?
I did.
Oh, yeah, there it is, right there.
Yeah. She's got the bling right there.
That's right. So you came up with this idea because you wanted to be able to showcase women
in business.
All
Yes.
right. We are a networking organization, you know.
Fantastic.
Well, I think that's great.
I do
and
too.
I never, ever thought men were in control when
I
it comes
just
to
meant
business.
that
I never did.
predominantly that's what people think
Used
of.
to
It's
be.
exactly.
Yeah,
used to be.
It's changing, and this is a
Women.
way to help that.
To help
You know,
promote that and
that's
strengthen
right.
the relationships between women in
That's
business.
right. And at my house, you know who's in charge?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, my wife. Women.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm telling
happy
you.
wife, happy home.
That's right.
Happy
life.
That's right.
Thank
Exactly.
y'all so much.
Thank you for
Thank
being
you
with
for
us.
having us.
Thank you.
We
Make sure you
appreciate it.
guys check that out on the 24th. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to Carolina and Country Live. American Canadian Days, they're coming. It's the 57th annual.
That's right.
And the Myrtle Beach Chamber's here with us to talk about it.
That's right. You guys host the 57th annual Can-Am Days. Tell us a little bit about what this is and what the Chamber does to put on for the community.
Well, what we do is we roll out the red carpet to our Canadian visitors every year, and we've been doing it. This will be our 57th year. We have a lot to offer Canadian visitors, as you know. Warmer temperatures. It's just, even right now, is considered warmer than what they are experiencing in the north, right?
Right, and I know, you know, as a local, we used to always kind of joke about it, that they would be out on the beach.
Oh,
And
yeah.
It's
They'll be
not
swimming.
Exactly, and it's
They'll be
not
swimming.
quite warm enough for me, but for them, it's much warmer temperatures. So March 10th through the 18th.
March 10th to the 18th is it kind of aligns with their spring break up there.
Okay.
So that's the actual Can-Am Days Festival. And we have a lot of activities happening, including welcoming them each morning, Monday through Friday, at the Chamber of Commerce, our visitor center on 1200 North Oak, with pastries, coffee. It's a great opportunity for Canadians to network with other Canadians as well. And then on Wednesday and Thursday of that week, we're going to have a Conway shuttle that's going to, I think, 3 times depart from the Chamber, off to Conway, where people can take a host of tours and events.
Sure,
along
that
the
whole
Riverwalk.
exactly the Riverwalk. What a great area to explore, and give them a little history of the area as well.
Yeah.
And they get there's some concerts they can take advantage of.
I haven't heard of any concerts yet, but I keep learning. The more events are coming up, and we're all putting this on the site at canamdays.com.
Canamdays.com. And there's always something to do down here in Myrtle Beach. I mean, there really is. So they can come down. They can get involved in some of the local events as well.
Oh, absolutely. And what we've done is partnered with a lot of our Chamber partners and members who have offered all of these great deals and discounts. So some attractions such as Ripley's are offering Canadian Americans 50% off admission to all 5 Ripley's attractions.
Cool.
Wonder World's offering 30% off. And then we have tons of hotels and accommodations that are offering up to 55% off their hotel accommodations, especially when you stay over 7 nights. All of this can be found at canamdays.com. And while a lot of the specials are right between that March 10th to the 18th, Can-Am Days, for a lot of these deals, they've offered them for the entire spring, all the way from January through the end of April.
Fantastic.
And some have even extended these offers, particularly on accommodations, through the end of the year.
All right.
Look at that.
How many Canadians come down for this event, roughly? Do y'all know?
I do not know that
there's
number, but it's a lot.
I guarantee there's thousands.
We have a lot of snowbirds here right now.
We sure do. Exactly. So great events,
Diane,
just a way to bring everybody together.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with us.
Thank you much.
Yeah, check it out. Can-Am Days. Find out more about it. Check out with the Chamber. All right, more coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, it is February, so that means the Heart Ball is coming up. We're going to find out a little bit about it.
That's right. Woody Ford's here with us, and you're going to tell us all about the Heart Ball.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's find out a little more about it.
Well, this year's event is on February 24th. It's at the Doubletree by Hilton Resort, which is the old Springmaid Resort down there on Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
And we'll kick off the event at 6 p.m. with a cocktail reception, move into a dinner at 7:30. Then we have a live auction at 8:30. And then we have a nice band in trance that will play some music.
This is always a big event for the area.
Oh, yeah. It's one of the premier black tie galas in Horry County and has been for a while. And not only does it help raise money for the American Heart Associations, but it's a way to celebrate with some of the survivors of cardiovascular disease and stroke, some of our sponsors and volunteers. So we want everybody to come out and have a good time.
All right, now who can come?
Anybody can come.
This is open to everybody.
It's open to everybody. We have major sponsors, of course, who buy tables and help support the event, but tickets are available. So if you're interested in tickets, you just call 843-282-2907, and we hook you up with some tickets.
You guys can get in touch with us right here.
There it is right there. And how much are the tickets?
Tickets are $200.
All right.
Is that a couple per person?
Per person.
Per person, okay.
Per person.
But you're going to offer them a lot.
Oh, yeah. You get a very nice dinner. Like I said, we have a nice band, some cocktails
right, and
that are
it's
available.
a great way to get dressed up, but also give back to a really
to also give back.
Great cause.
It's a very serious cause.
Yeah.
Cardiovascular disease and stroke are the #1 and #5 killers of Americans today.
Yeah.
So, you know, we raise money to help with research and education and programs to help fight.
It affects a lot of people, a lot more than you would think. You are the chair this year.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about your company as well.
Well, I'm blessed to be the chair this year. They asked me to come back and help chair the event. I'm with Blue Cross and Blue Shield of South Carolina. We've been sponsoring this event since the beginning, and I've attended all but one of the events so far.
Right. Now, is it a black tie, or can you wear just a regular tie?
You can wear a black tie.
You can wear a black tie. You can do anything you want.
You can do anything you want, but we encourage people to get dressed up and come out and have fun.
Yeah,
that's what it's all about. The Heart Ball, give them a date once again where it's going to be.
It's February 24th at the Doubletree by Hilton Resort, which is the old Springmaid.
Springmaid, right across from the Market Common entrance.
Yes, sir.
All right.
We
Thanks
thank
for being
you.
with
We
us.
appreciate
we
you,
really
man.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Good job.
All right, stick around. We'll be right back.
Okay. All right, welcome back, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us today. We had a great show lined up, and we sure do appreciate you watching.
That's right. If you want any information about what you saw on today's show, contact us here at the station. We'll be happy to get you in touch with those people. Have a great afternoon. See you later.
Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW 21, or its employees.